What is the best way to improve your listening? In this video, I am going to share with you the technique that I use to improve my listening. This technique works, and I wish I had known this technique a lot sooner because it is easy to do and very effective. So let's get started. First, let's talk about why most people fail to improve their listening. It's improving your listening skill takes time. It is a long-term process, but most people forget that or they just don't know. So when they practice listening, they use methods that are inconvenient, something that is not easy to do. So it is impossible for them to continue doing it for long time. As a result, most people quit before they get any results. But how do I know this? Well, I know this because I have made the same mistake and I've tried several methods that were inconvenient, like watching the same movies twice with subtitles first and then without subtitles. That was so boring, so I quit after the fourth movie. And I also tried listening and then writing down what I heard, but that was too much work and I was too busy. So let's take this back to you. How do you make sure that you don't fall like I did? Well, if you want to succeed, the method you use must be convenient. It must be easy to do. If it's not, you will probably quit before you see an improvement. So let me share with you the most convenient way to improve your listening. It is very simple. There are only two steps that you need to take. Here's the first step. Download a lot of listening materials to your phone. Now, the best listening materials are the ones where people are just talking naturally. For example, if you are interested on technology, listen podcast of technology. Suppose if you're interested on books, listen books related to podcasts. And they are just having a real conversation. When you use this kind of materials, you're listening to a lot of common everyday words that people use in real life. So that is the first step. The next step is very important. Do not miss this step. The next step is to listen to the materials. But here's the key. Do not do it in your free time. Instead, do it when you are doing something else. Something that doesn't require much of your attention. Listening to the materials while communicating, while waiting in the line, while exercising in gym and so on. Use those time to practice listening so that you don't have to spend extra time. Now, why do we have to do this? Well, the reason is that we want to make it convenient. When it is easy to do, you are likely to do it for a long time. And if you do it long enough, your listening skills will definitely improve. Now let me tell you something that might shock you. Let's compare this technique with watching movies, which is how many people improve their listening. If you start using this technique today and if you do it for 30 minutes per day, 1 year from now you will have listened to 10,950 minutes of real English conversation. That's a lot of listening. And because you are not doing it in your free time, the amount of extra time spent is zero. That's awesome. What about watching movies? First of all, in a movie, there isn't a conversation or a dialogue in every part, right? If you watch an action movie, you might see a fight scene, an explosion, a car chase scene, and so on. So let's say that an average and the length of a movie is 100 minutes. 50% of those are conversation, the rest is something else. If you watch 4 movies a week or 208 movies a year, in 1 year you will have listened to 10,400 minutes of English conversations. Now here's the worst part. Because each movie is 100 minutes long, this method requires you to spend as much as 20,800 minutes of your free time. This is really sad. Now let's compare the two methods side by side. Now I have a question for you. If you use this technique instead of watching movies and you save over 20,000 minutes, But yeah, how would you spend this 20,000 minutes? Reading English books to increase your vocabulary, practicing speaking, or something else? Leave a comment and let me know. So now you know the power of this technique. Let me repeat something important. This is a long term process. It takes time. So please be patient. And fortunately, now you know this technique, so I know that you will succeed. If you find this video useful, leave a like and do comment and share this video to your family and friends. As always, stay inspired and have a lovely day. Bye bye.